What's up, everybody? I just knocked Lucio Fulci down. Anyway. Just wait a second for people to come in. That light looks a little bit like a UFO, so I'll just move that out of the way. I've covered up some of the mess behind me. I'm going to try something while I'm waiting. Hey, Casey. Glad you're here. I've got some Ultraman stuff. I'm going to show in a second. So, yeah, the agenda is basically just to talk about Hobbs Horror. I've got his Cash App link up. Hey, Patrick. You have your sound is on. Good. Well, I hope so. And Jennifer. Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. You the man. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Patrick and Casey. Great. Echo? Oh, there is an echo. So I have an echo. I'm echoing? How about now? I turned something off. Oh, wait a minute. I don't hear an echo. Might be fixed. Okay. I hope so. I'm out of ideas. I guess I could. Let me try something here. Boom. Boom. Moderators. I've never actually done this before, so just trying it out. Boom. 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 Moderators. Okay, let me go back to the other screen. Okay, do you guys have blue wrenches? Because I don't see it. Just let me know if you do. If not, we'll just have to keep... I hear no echo. Good. Yeah, the agenda is to talk a little bit about Hobbs Horror. Sort of my introduction to Hobbs Horror. I've got a physical media release I'm going to show you guys that ties into Monday. Yes to me, and Jen having blue wrench is good. Yeah, I thought I did that right. Test. Okay, you got one too. Good. You guys are in the exclusive club. Yeah, so physical media release. Talk about Hobbs Horror, obviously, the main point. Show off my Ultraman stuff, which came directly from Japan. We'll do that first in a second, because it's very cool, actually. And then just have it open it up for questions. I put the Cash App link down. I thought that would be, I think a lot of people have the other link. So I think, the Cash App will probably be helping him, Hobbs, with sort of daily expenses and so forth to offset the cost of everything. I know he was at the hospital, I think it was yesterday. So that's like an all-day thing. So, it can't be fun. So that's what we're here for. Try to help out. And Monster Truck news. Okay. Let me do the Ultraman. We got Casey here. My son went to Japan a while ago, and I mean, what can you say about a country that has an Ultraman store, Ultraman World? Look at that official shop. So he's brought me back some stuff. Now, in the past, I just grabbed this figure. They've grabbed me some of the more modern stuff. Like they got this guy a while ago. That's not the Ultraman I know. I have no idea. I forget what this one was even called. And they even asked me about the new show on Netflix, the one that Casey reviewed. And I'm not really in any of the new stuff. For me, it's all nostalgia. So I like the old guy. So they got me this mug, or he got me this mug. Good to have an Ultraman mug. Got the sticker, the classic pose. course. And speaking of that, refrigerator magnet or magnet. So yeah, no idea as well. Stays hot for 3 minutes. Yeah, right. I've yet to find an insulated mug that really is like good for more than a few minutes. I don't know if I'll take this one out. Little bag, Ultraman keychain. Yeah, I will take it out. Can't see that. Anyway, he's kind of a purplish Ultraman, kind of a keychain. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I don't think I showed this. I may have shown this a little bit on Instagram. I don't remember. I know my granddaughters played with it a bunch of times. But a while ago, I was looking for some of you may remember the Tomy, T-O-M-Y, the Tomy Monster Maker. I've been looking for a good one of those on eBay in decent condition. And then I stumbled across this. The Ultraman version of the Tomy Monster Maker, where you put the plates in. There's 3 different plates, so you can have Ultraman and a couple enemies or so forth, and you take a crayon and make a pattern. So let me make a picture. My granddaughter's already played with it a bunch of times. She likes it. Ultraman versus Zone Fighter versus Johnny Sacco. I'm a Johnny Sacco. For me, it was when I was a kid. It was Ultraman, Johnny Sacco, and Space Giants. Those were the 3 that were on in rotation in the Philadelphia area. So I loved all 3 of those. As goofy as they were, and I know I think Casey watched the first couple episodes of Space Giants for me and somebody else requested that. So I was watching that review. I was kind of surprised that some of the effects were like rotoscoped, and I didn't remember a lot of that. But yeah, those were fond memories. When Johnny Sacco would come on, the guy that introduced it, I don't know who he was. He was like hosting the afternoon, but he didn't wear makeup or anything. He used to go, Johnny Sacco, and he would hold it for like 45 seconds. It was the coolest thing. Hey, Jim, good morning. How are you? Jim is in the house. So yeah, let's do monster truck news next, since I have some of the principals here. Nobody told me. I took those trucks down to my son-in-law and my daughter's house in the pool, had the stunt show for the not winners, which is most of you, of course. And I left a few at home, and nobody really said anything. So the ones I left home were Mr. Bones. I left him at home. I left you, Patrick, for Dragon Breath. I left mine home. Oh, that's terrible. Scorpedo. I left Katie's Dragon Punch. I left, I think, Anthony's from Fever Dreamland Theater, Snakebite. So I'll do another stunt show with those. And I'm getting to the Squatch and Yeti, Patrick. I'm probably going to do something for July 4th. I have a number of red, white, and blue cars and trucks. So I might set the track up and then do both. Hopefully it won't be as hot a couple days. But as far as Yeti versus Squatch, I'll probably also have another grudge match, like a best 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5 or something. So I'm looking forward to setting that up in the future. I was actually cleaning my my little room down in the basement, my car and truck room. And I've got, for 4th of July, I got some sparklers and some other things that are now legal in New Jersey. So I might try to have some fun with that. And Steven is here. What's up, everyone? I'm preparing for my stream, but stopping in to say hello. Great. Awesome. Thanks. Horror Freak 85. I spent like 10 minutes the other day putting in House of Horrors. But if you type in House of Horrors on YouTube, all kinds of news articles come up. And I forgot it was actually, the channel name is the Horror Freak 85. That will be the link. It's all set. Okay, that will be the link. That will be the link. Yeah, if you want to, I could try to put up a link, or you could throw it down if you want, Stephen. I'll try to do it at the end if I can manage. I'm patting myself on the back today that I was at least able to hand out some blue wrenches. Ideally, I would have liked to have some kind of video or something. Oh, and I got Bones' truck. Bones, sorry, I've got Hobbs' not winter truck too. So of course, since we're supporting him, I'll throw him into the mix when I do the next race too, just for fun. I think you have to mod him first, or the link is auto removes. Ah, thank you. I'm going to do it right now. Awesome. I didn't know that. There we go. Thanks. Yeah, I'm always afraid to like click anything during a live stream. I'm paranoid that it's just going to completely shut off. The Yeti Squatch angle is brilliant. Yeah, I've got a yeah, because they're so similar, but I've actually also got a Loch Ness Monster truck. You know, you never know what's going to happen in the future. I've got a different Bigfoot truck. So there it is. Awesome. Thanks, Stephen. Cool. There's the link for 12 o'clock to 1 p.m. today on the Horror Freak 85 channel. We'll keep the ball rolling. Anyway, let's go back to when I started my channel. I actually found this whole community through Lady Shasha. What did I just watch? She was doing collabs with people like the Night Watch Zone. And then very quickly, I found Patrick, Ben from, the Coast to Coast guys. The name of his channel's escaping me for some reason. Anyway, I found a lot of those of you guys very early on. And there's Patrick putting up Hobbs' GoFundMe. Thank you very much. And in short order, I also found through a lot of the same people, Hobbs. So right away, I was like, he was doing Dollar Tree. And I was like, what is this? What is movies at Dollar Tree? When I would stop at Dollar Tree, I would look for Hot Wheels, If I had passed by some movies, I probably would have stopped and looked, but they never jumped out at me. And the reason you haven't seen many on my channel lately is because a lot of the stores around here had the same old stuff, and then it seems to be withering away. I'm not sure if they're going to get a new infusion anytime soon, but a store close to my work back when I was working and a store around here, in both cases, they closed, moved down the highway a little bit. And when they reopened without any movies in at least two cases. I mean, I'm densely packed in this area. So there's, in a day, I could probably hit $20 trees if I wanted to. I mean, but that's just a little bit of an example. So they've been kind of going away. But yeah, Hobbs introduced me to Dollar Tree Theater. I saw other people were doing it. It was a real easy way to get some reviews out there. I found some real good ones. Of course, now I'm doing a live stream. I'm not going to remember, but the Blitz with Jason Statham, a really good Jason Statham movie. The Russell Crowe movie, I can't remember, that I'd wanted to see for years. Yeah, just a lot of really solid ones. I still got between 5 and 10 Dollar Tree films that I haven't reviewed, and I was going to grab one of them, but I did some reorganize. I couldn't find it. I got the one that has Macy Gray in it that Hobbs reviewed a while ago. I've got that one. I think it's an anthology, so I was keen to check that one out. So I'll be checking that out eventually. But eventually I'll put up some more Dollar Tree videos because I still have at least a few left. Yeah, 125 and under. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I did pick up some doubles here and there because I wasn't really paying attention. So I'll be getting rid of some of those eventually. But and then the other thing that Hobbs He was the first person I ever heard mention Wild Eye. He did like Spanish Chainsaw Massacre, a couple other movies, and I was like, what the heck are these movies? I'd never heard of anything like that. So yeah, then I started getting in on Wild Eye Wednesday. I did that for a while. Ran out of options. I did not ran out of options. There's still plenty left. Some of them I got from Dollar Tree. Did some of those. I ordered a bunch more from Walmart. Watched some of those. You know, it's a mixed bag. I've got some good ones. Some that were not so great. But I will eventually get back into that. Jennifer still has another over 200 Dollar Tree movies that I have not watched. Actually, in the back here, I can't really reach it, but I got to the point where I was just in the habit of going there and getting something. So I got like a documentary about chicken farming. I got some weird stuff back there that I haven't even I've really forgot to look at. So yeah, but I got it, a bunch of those Western compilations, with 10 Western movies. Some of the Roger Corman ones I got right here. Those are pretty fun. Yep, the slasher ones, the Roger Corman ones. Yep, the Screaming Skull collection, the Brain That Wouldn't Die collection. I got right here. Some of them are really cool, and I would see other people have similar collections that just I would never see anywhere around here. I think the Vampire collection I got from Dollar Tree. Yep. Oh, I definitely did. I did a whole video about this because it's a lot of the same usual suspects you get on The Last Man on Earth. It's a constant one. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I got this. I don't wonder if Casey ever found this. The Pop Culture Bento Box. Because it does have Mothra on it. The movie Mothra. Battle in Outer Space. Astro Boy. That's the old one. And Godzilla series. I guess that was from 98. So that was in conjunction with the Hollywood film. But yeah, I got some really decent stuff at Dollar Tree over the years. Wow, dropping your 90-second Dollar Tree Theater on Monday. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome to keep track. And then, speaking of Godzilla, I don't know if you guys saw this on Instagram. I did find this. I saw a picture of it and expecting to go out and find the 1/64th scale truck, but they had the I guess the 1/32nd, or I'm not sure what this is. But they had this monster Godzilla truck, so of course I had to grab this one. So maybe I'll get that somehow. I'll get that guy involved in the race too. Yeah, that's awesome. Hopefully your 100th one's going to be a good one, Patrick. But yeah, and then some old classics like Scorpio with Burt Lancaster. That was one of the best things I ever found there. Fortunately, not many people were interested in watching the review for that one, but yeah, I love finding stuff like that. Murphy's Law with Burt Lancaster with Charles Bronson. That was a good one. Best Charles Bronson movie? No, not really, but it's pretty good. So that was an awesome find. Hey, Wes, what's up? I'm dropping Hitchcock the next 2 weeks. Okay. Like Alfred Hitchcock review or the movie? Is there the movie Hitchcock from Dollar Tree or The Ice Lord? Yep. Let me go over here. Oh, there's a delay. That's weird. I'm watching myself on my wow, that's quite a delay. I'm making Wes a moderator, and on my studio screen, I'm drinking. I was drinking a drink of my vitamin C drink. That was like a couple minutes ago. What's up, Wes? Hey, man, no problem. Everyone's going all day, Wes. I'm babbling on about nothing, really. Showed off some Ultraman stuff. talked about the next monster truck races. And in a minute, I'm going to talk about a physical media release. And let's North by Northwest on Monday, and Man on the Train a week from Monday. Cool. Yeah, awesome. Man on a Train, I've just seen that for the first time recently, a while ago. And man, that one actor in that, he was, I can't remember his name, but he was so good. Sometimes I got to be honest with you, I watch these older movies, and then I'll look up everyone that was in it. And it's like when you read that people died young, even though this is like decades ago, sometimes it can be pretty sad. So I forget who that one guy was, but man, he was good. Hey, Val. Wait a minute. I got to stop. If the general's here, we must make the general a moderator. There we go. That's actually absolutely mandatory. I'm doing well, Wes, overall. Doing well. Been pretty busy. A lot of time with the granddaughters. I don't interact with Val as much. I used to have my old schedule at work was really good for Night's channel. Like I had my break in the day when he would come on Thursday afternoons. I would, at break time, I would type in a few things. I would take my phone with me. I wasn't supposed to, but I would put some of the stream and the comments. And then Monday nights I would come home and I would unwind. They were doing back when they were doing Slasher Movie Club on Monday nights. So it was like every Monday night. And now it's kind of intermittent. I tune in when I can, sometimes with the granddaughters until after everyone's stream is over. And we've also done some family vacations this year. I had the cruise, and then we did Ocean City, New Jersey. So that was a lot of fun, where I saw on the boardwalk they had Professor Macabro's mini golf. I'm kidding, but they had a haunted mini golf. But in my mind, I was seeing like Professor Macabro's mini golf. I would pay money to go to there. Hey, Ben Grimm is here. Howdy, Ben Grimm. Check out his Instagram channel, guys. So overall, Wes, doing well. Hope you're doing well. I missed your Saturday night thing with Terrence, of course, but life happens and things happen. Well, I might as well just get into some channel news. What do I got here before I talk about this physical media release here that I got? But overall, planning a couple things with a couple guys in the UK, because it's a UK oriented announcement. So that'll be a live stream. I'm going to do that with my son eventually, Harrison. And then the Mad Bloods and I, along with the Newly Deads, we're going to be reviewing eventually. We got to get this on the calendar, an old sci-fi film from the 50s that we've been dying to talk about. I got back from my vacation on Sunday, Father's Day, and they were having a Father's Day. The Mad Bloods channel was having a Father's Day stream. They were talking about TV fathers. So they invited me to jump on. So I jumped on about halfway through that. So that was pretty cool. That's pretty much what's going on with the channel. I had a pretty good Godzilla -1 / martial arts bump in views. The one Donnie Yen movie, In the Line of Duty. Is it 2 or 3? One of them has like 41,000 views. And it still gets the most views on a weekly basis on my channel most weeks. I can't really explain that, but things have dropped off a little bit. So hopefully this Monday I'm actually going back to the basics. Wonder if Wes was interested in this. I know he's a Vinegar Syndrome guy, but I had got this Game of Clones Bruceploitation set from Severin. So I've been doing a lot of Bruceploitation movies. Watch the documentary, but then I decided to go back to the beginning. So right before vacation, I recorded a review for The Big Boss, which is they call here the Fists of Fury, the first Bruce Lee movie. I thought I would just go back to the beginning. Accidentally deleted it, but then came back from vacation and I had ordered this from eBay. Nothing fancy. Okay, sure. Ultimate Bruce Lee collection. They have thin cases like this. There are 5 movies in here. To be fair, one of them isn't really a Bruce Lee movie. Game of Death 2, I don't think counts because it's just archival footage. And the thing with Bruce Lee movies is the classic Enter the Dragon is always the odd man out because it's a Warner Brothers and these are all 20th Century Fox. So I think even in that big box set that somebody put out a while ago of 4K films, I think the Enter the Dragon I don't think it was a 4K. You know, you look across the top and it's all like 20th Century Fox, and then Warner Brothers. So Enter the Dragon is always going to be like the odd man out in a Bruce Lee collection. But the quality on this was fine. And it actually has the actual original title, The Big Boss. So that video will be coming out Monday. So I'll be going in order, doing all the Bruce Lee films eventually on my channel. Now, Enter the Dragon, of course, I got to see in the theater within the last year, maybe about a year ago. My brother and I saw it for the anniversary, which I guess would be what? 50th, which is hard and scary. So we'll be seeing that. So I think what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to get Hobbs's address. I'm going to send him this. I don't know that I've really heard him. Yeah, he's done martial arts in his channel. He's done a few martial arts films for sure. I'm pretty sure he's gotten some from MVD. That's where I get a lot of mine. But I'm going to see if I'm going to send this to Hobbs for sure, since it's essentially the same movie. And maybe I'll try to throw in a few other things if I think that he might not have them. Yeah, thanks, Wes. You know what? I mean, listen, I've got a couple 4Ks. I've got some pretty nice stuff, but sometimes like this, the quality on this was fine. And this had 3 languages versus just English. It had some short special features, 1 interview with the director, very interesting. Just a few different options. So I didn't mind it at all. Having said that, oh, you know what? I actually got this. It is nice to get some nicer stuff also as well from Severin or Vinegar Syndrome. So it was what? It was a couple months ago. I forget if it was the Boneyard, but we started talking about the Vinegar Syndrome sale. And by the end of that stream, I had ordered 3 things. And I think, I forget what you were going to get, Wes, but I think you were talking about it. Anyway, so I showed these off on Friday. So I got Undeclared War and Righting Wrongs. I was going to get China O'Brien, but I decided to pass on that. So, you know, say what you will, but I mean, it's nice to have stuff like this too. 3 different versions of the same movie because there's so many different versions, different edits, a happy ending version, a sad ending version. So with something like this, you get like the definitive release with every possible version, obviously booklet and everything with all kinds of information. So we have 14 Paw Fu reviews plus some other Midnight Society deep dives. That's awesome. Yeah. Pat and Cheetah's Paw Fu Theater. The Budget Ballers Brotherhood. Yep. Yeah, I seem to remember some of those, Patrick. Some of your martial arts films reviews. I mean, and there's a decent amount on Tubi and YouTube. But you might not get the version you remember, which happened to me once. Speaking of sad and happy endings, I tracked down a film I saw when I was a kid on Kung Fu Theater, The Soul Brothers of Kung Fu, and it had a very downbeat ending, and I just couldn't get over it. I was like, I don't remember that, how downbeat it was. Well, there's 2 versions. The version that was on American television had the happier ending. That's why I didn't remember it. Patrick loves the martial arts reviews. Thanks. Yeah, I've been enjoying doing them. I mean, it is fascinating to make all the connections back in the day, you know, to watch a movie where Sammo Hung has a supporting role, and then to go to the next one where he was the fight choreographer and he had a small role, to the next film where he was the director, and to learn about all these different connections. Next week, I'm probably going to do. I stacked everything up to make room. I'm probably going to do King Boxer, which is a very early, influential film. Oh, by the way, King Boxer is the movie that has that, that sound from Kill Bill, the siren type sound. I can't do it. That's where that's from. So another interesting thing is to go back and start watching these movies and to piece together every little bit of Kill Bill. So that's where this is from. That's where that's from. Because I already knew a lot of it. Obviously, the casting of Gordon Liu as Pai Mei, I kind of knew what that was a reference to. But oh, hey, Jim. What's up? Once again, I saw someone say hi to Jim, and I thought it was Now It's Dark Jim. I did that once before. Yeah, check out Jim's channel, guys. Jim's got an awesome channel. I think he hit a milestone on his channel recently. Some really good stuff. He knows his stuff. He knows about what hasn't been released on Blu-ray, what's never had a Blu-ray release. He's been doing his 50 Years of Film series. Really, really fascinating stuff. So definitely check out his channel. Yeah, but 1970s movies always have had downbeat endings. Apparently with the martial arts films, a lot of times, if the audience reacted a certain way, they would just come out with another ending, and thus in the world, several endings exist. But I'm doing well, and what we're doing here, Jim, and anybody else that doesn't know, this is the Hobbs Horror Supportakular. A bunch of us are supporting our friend Hobbs, who's having some medical issues. So there's a GoFundMe, and I've got his Cash App up there as well. And he had to spend most of yesterday in the hospital, so we're wishing him the best. He's always got a great attitude. He's one of the nicest guys on YouTube. He's one of the stronger links in the chain. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but he's some of the glue that holds the community together. I don't know. All I know is when I started, it was like Patrick, Ben, Knight, and Hobbs were like the ones that sort of introduced me to other people. Or, I would see that they knew. I would find somebody and then see that they were already friends with them, and that's kind of how I grew all my YouTube friends through the 4 or 5 people, and Hobbs was definitely one of them for sure. But yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely going to send that out to Hobbs. I'd love for him to review it and get his take on it. But that video will be out on Monday, and then I've got to watch a bunch of let's see, what are we up to here? June. I got to watch a bunch of part 6s for Franchise Frenzy. So I haven't really watched any in 2 months because I was working way ahead of time because I got real excited about, I had the Phantasm series, I had the Subspecies series, the Fly box set. So I had some really good ones there. Pumpkinhead. So a lot of those are done. I'm already done with those. And what I have left now is like the Saw series, which I've actually kind of enjoyed. The Nightmare on Elm Street series, which overall I've enjoyed. Overall, I've got the Dead series. I started with Night of the Living Dead, and then there was much discussion about like what's actually in that series. So what I have left is the remakes and Romero's other trilogy, his second trilogy, which, to be honest, I'm not. Speaking of Dollar Tree, I do have one of those from Dollar Tree. I think it's Survival of the Dead. So I kind of almost didn't know what I was getting into. But you know what? I've never actually watched any of those movies all the way through. So we'll give them a shot. We'll give them an honest chance. And I do get to watch the remake of Dawn of the Dead again. I don't think that's this month, but that'll be next month, I think, because I'm going by order of release. So there's that. And then what else do I have in that series? And then I have Hammer's Frankenstein. So I've already watched all those. So I'm ahead on those. And and then what I do is, of course, I ranked them. So I've got I started with 10. I think I got 6 or 7 left. So the videos are going to be kind of short, but I do have to watch a couple movies this week to get ready for that. Usually what I do is I just wake up early in the morning and get it done with, yeah. So, oh my God. The other one is Puppet Master. Oh, that last one was so bad. Oh my God. Curse. No, wait a minute. Okay. See, I think I did work. I'm ahead. So I think Curse is going to be this month. So at least I've already watched it. Oh, but I've got to watch the next couple. So I don't know what I'm in for there. I think eventually there's some pretty good ones. But man, I locked myself in for a long haul with those movies. Didn't really think about it, but Curse of the Puppet Master. Yikes. Woof. That was a rough one. So that most likely will be at the bottom, but we'll see. But yeah, some of the other channels like Horrific Nightmares JM and the Horror Man, they're doing 40 franchises. I mean, I only came up with 10. But yeah, Wes, looking forward to my comments were frozen. Just connected with Jim. Awesome. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna have a lot of fun over there. And I still feel like I've got, because when I went on my cruise, I got a little bit behind on his videos. So Jim's got one of those channels where sometimes you go back and you pick the videos that you miss and check those out. Not everybody has a channel like that. But Jim's definitely got one of those type of channels. Awesome. And wait a minute. See? Okay, there we go. Lemonia. Hey, Lemonia. Demonia. You're I don't remember the times off my head, but later this afternoon, we've got Ice Lord for the Spooktacular. And then we've got Lemonia. Demonia later tonight. My sister from New Jersey. Wait a minute. Would you consider would you consider yourself North or Central? If there is such a thing. I don't know if Central is a thing. Let me know. But there's a lot of YouTubers from Jersey. Oh, American Werewolf in New Jersey. Yeah. We're both around 600 now. That was my other channel news. I was hovering around 600. I'm over it now, and I think he was doing the same. So hopefully he's up over it. I know he went over it and he lost a couple. But what I've noticed is you don't really have to do that as much anymore. Like if you get to 602, you're probably going to have 600 in a couple days rather than having to get to 610 or 615. But that's just me. I don't know. Hey, he's a wonderful friend and is there for you. That wonderful Hobbs. Yep, he's such a nice guy. Also, the stuff on his channel, there's some other YouTubers that are really into Halloween, the holiday. And I one of these days, I'm going to kind of link some of them up, maybe for Halloween. That would be an idea. Because they have intros that are heavy with the Halloween stuff. And, Hobbs loves the holiday himself. And some of the stuff that he's come up with, some of the old cartoons from the 30s, I love those. Some of the old radio shows from the 30s, 40s, stuff that I've kind of heard about for years, but I never sat down and listened to. He's just had such an awesome variety of stuff. Some of his watch-alongs have been so great. And as Cheetah reminds us there, guys, the next stop in the Supportacular is the House of Horrors. Check out Steven. Jim owns all the Saw movies. However, I only really like the first 3. I must admit Saw X was pretty good. Now, yeah, so I got Saw X. As a matter of fact, I got that from Best Buy. That was as their selection was disappearing. Not that I ever really shopped there much before, which is actually interesting because when the last bunch of movies I got from Dark Side Records, which was used, a number of them were, I guess, cast-offs from Best Buy. So they had like a Best Buy. They're still in the plastic, and they had Best Buy stickers on them, but I got them for used prices. But I was actually looking forward to that, Jim. But I'm going through it by order of release because I know it chronologically. It's inserted in there, so I was actually like kind of looking forward to it, and I was a little disappointed that we were doing it by order of release. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 were good for sure for Saw, and parts of the other ones were pretty good. I would guess I would say. Hobbs is the main man, amazing man. Yes. Yeah, lots of bad Puppet Masters. The last 2 spinoffs were okay though. Yeah, I've got. Speaking of Dollar Tree, I think I got The Littlest Reich like at least 3 different times, DVD and Blu-ray, and then I forgot, so I got like another Blu-ray. But I've heard that one is like bad shit crazy. And now that I'm as far as I am, because I've also heard people say, well, they screw up the continuity or they retcon everything. Well, so far they've been doing that anyway. By the time you get to Puppet Master 4, it's like, they're talking about like things that Toulon did in 1939, and then it changes to 1941, and then they already screwed everything up. Who cares? It's a movie about little puppets. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one, but I think I've got several more to go before I get to that one. So I don't know. Maybe I can bail out before I get to the spinoffs. But if they're pretty good, I might want to include them. The first two, I like the second one. I think might be my favorite. I think they kind of hit their stride there with the second one. As a matter of fact, I did a full moon stream with JT and Horror Cat Dad and Matt in the UK, because I can't remember the channel name because I'm doing live now. And that one was up there for me. Oh yeah, Evil Bong 666. Is that tied into the Puppet Master? Because I know because I know they have so many crossovers, but I haven't gotten into any of the Evil Bong series. Some of the other guys are doing that whole series as well. Dan, you're making me blush. No problem, Jim. No problem. And just so everyone knows, Jim's a big fan of the movie Damnation Alley. He loves that movie. Yeah, that was a joke, by the way, in case you haven't figured that out. Some Puppet Master sequels are a bit odd. Yeah. Yeah. Odd in terms of like what was going on behind the scenes. Like Curse of the Puppet Master just ends. There's a climax. Somebody gets set on fire. End. Roll credits. It was like, what was... I mean, I was kind of happy because I was not enjoying it, but it was just like weird. It's just like strange. I just feel like a lot of it was like kind of filler. It was like, we must make another movie. Let's come up with something. Let's see. 1, 2, and then 3 is back. 3 is back there. And then was it 4 and 5? Yeah, I guess 4 and 5 are very similar. It's like, can we get out of the same house? Just kind of strange. Yeah, kind of weird. Hey, Texas HXCX 1965. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. There's no Central Jersey. I didn't think you know what? I thought you were going to say that. Yeah, I don't. What's Central Jersey? I don't know what that is either. In the north. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, Kenny is here. Kenny's Movie Palace from Philly, representing. Hey, Jim. Hey, Texas. How is everyone? We're doing well, Kenny. I just gave everyone a little sneak preview of my Monday review for Martial Arts Monday. I'm going back to the actual Bruce. I'm doing The Big Boss on Monday, the first Bruce Lee movie. But after that, I'll probably get back into some of the Bruceploitation movies. Will pop up here and there. Well, I got way behind here. Hello, right? How's it going? Yep. Saw X was good. Kenny says good. Yeah, I've heard it was good. And then, to the extent, what am I up to again? 6. To the extent in one of the movies that they had flashbacks and inserted things in the early story, they did a pretty good job with that. I know what's his name is getting up there in years now. So, but my understanding, it was pretty good. What is his name? Gosh darn it, I can't remember because I'm doing a live stream, so I can't remember. But I heard it was good. And I have Spiral. I have that. I haven't watched that yet either. Patrick's putting the link to Texas up there. Awesome. And Kenny actually got to watch. I mixed up my collection here. One of the films I did for Martial Arts Monday, Dynamo, was actually on Tubi. So if you guys want to check that out, that was a pretty good one for sure. Oh, and Kenny's got his podcast going again with a bunch of guys, Low IQ Media and Lauren on the Low IQ Media channel, the Good Movies podcast. So check that out. Definitely check that out. Yeah, they. You mean Saw movies, Casey? Redconned or Puppet Master? Puppet Master 2 is my favorite. Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, I like 1. The first one's good, but the second one, you had the farm setting. You had with Buck Flower playing the farmer, always good, and then you had the introduction of Torch, and torched people. He actually torched people. Like it wasn't like flame, cut away, come back, and have a mediocre special effect of somebody who had been burned. You know what I mean? Wes is dropping bananas. Awesome. Yeah, full moon movies are certainly hit or miss for me. Yeah. So what was it, last month on JT's channel? We did our top 10 full moon movies. I didn't want them to be like Puppet Master 2, Subspecies 2. I didn't want like a bunch of the same franchise. So I went back and watched a bunch thinking, and some of the ones I watched, I was like, well, this will probably be in the top 10. Doll Man, famous, well-known full moon movie. Then I watched it. I was like, oh, yeah, that one did make the top 10. It wasn't the worst thing ever. Trancers, though. Trancers did. Like Trancers and Trancers 2 were good. Hideous, it was pretty good. Demonic Toys was okay. I don't know if I liked it as much as some other people. Robot Jocks, that was a lot of fun to go back to, because I probably never seen that all the way through. Like it was on HBO constantly, so you would watch 20 minutes here and 20 minutes there to actually go back and watch that all the way through. That was fun. But yeah, very hit or miss. Shrunken Heads, that was a fun one. I really enjoyed that one. Directed by Danny Elfman's brother. Littlest Reich was written by the guy who directed Bone Tomahawk and Dragged Across Concrete. Oh, how about that? No wonder it's batshit crazy. That is wild stuff. And I know what's his name is in that. Thomas Lennon from Reno 911. Like I can't look at that guy and not laugh. Like there's something about that guy. He's always just cracked me up. So I'm actually very eager to see that. Puppet Master, he meant. Okay, yeah, right. They retcon so many stuff. So once you get to the Littlest Reich, I mean, I don't know if that's the time to be complaining about messing around with the timeline, because they've already done it. And what I understand as far as the kills go, it's a return to form. But again, I have to go by order of release, so I won't be seeing that for a while. Oh, Jim found Strange Days on DVD in a Goodwill store a couple days ago. Another great movie that needs a Blu-ray release. Yeah, Jim will tell you which ones need a Blu-ray release. Strange Days is pretty good. I enjoyed it. Not one you hear people talk about that much anymore, but yeah, check out Jim's channel. There's so many like really odd ones that don't have the Blu-ray release. And then you have speaking of Asian cinema, you have what is it, like The Killer and Hard Boiled and a lot of those films that are owned by a company that is really no longer in the business. So if somebody buys their catalog and decides to put out a 4K and all this stuff, they'll do it, but they're not willing to do that like one at a time. So a lot of them they're just not coming out in 4K. That's all there is to it. Unless we pool our money together, guys, but it's just not going to happen. But we covered Dr. Mordred on the midnight. Okay, my favorite full moon. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, really? So that was one. I wouldn't have mind watching that to get ready. Oh, Damnation Alley, you meant. Wait a minute. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that one. Good. Thanks, Patrick, for putting Kenny's Movie Palace up there. He's got lots of stuff he gets from Whatnot. I have not gotten into that yet, but I'm going to try it out. Yeah, lots of good movie reviews. We think alike, we Kenny and I think alike when it comes to movies like Day the Earth Stood Still or what have you. And we grew up watching a lot of the same channels too, which is pretty cool. And the man is here, Hobbs. Thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing this out. No problem, Hobbs. I'm not super good with links and adding pictures and movies. I'm trying to get my son, who goes to college for this stuff, okay, to sit down with me. But he goes to this anime convention here. He's going to Los Angeles for an anime convention. He's going to video game tournaments with his friends. He was in Delaware with his friend. Then they came back here. Now he's in New York City with another friend. He's not shy about traveling anymore. So, and I'm happy for him. But we do have an announcement to make soon, two of us, about what he's doing in the fall, and it is movie related. So that will be cool. But how did I get started on that topic? Anyway, I don't know. But anyway, no problem, Hobbs. No problem. Oh, yeah, I'm not real good at sharing links and stuff, and I wanted to make a movie. I won't go into that now, but I will. But I actually have a little camera that fits on a car, and I was going to send it down the track and make a movie, but it's so laborious to upload that. And actually, to be honest with you, the reason my thumbnail for this stream is just my generic thumbnails, I just couldn't upload. It's kind of a pain in the butt to begin with, but I made one for Instagram, and I was going to put it on the live stream, but I won't be able to edit it on my iPad till after the stream is over. For some reason, I don't know why, it won't let me do that. So unless I go out of my way to make a really good thumbnail before on my computer, I can't. I have been having problems doing it. Yeah, definitely check out Kenny's channel. Oh, there we got the GoFundMe. Ginger, the GoFundMe's there. I've got the Cash App link. As we are running out of time, remember, Horror Freak 85 is the next channel, Steven's channel. And then we have Ben saying Ginger Dead Man 2, The Passion of the Crust, is what I considered Full Moon's masterpiece until I saw Prime Evils. Oh, I should have mentioned that since Casey was here. Check out Casey's review of Prime Evils. He got like the box set, like a wooden box. An actual box set that comes in a wooden box. Really cool stuff. Speaking of Yetis, okay, there's plenty of Sasquatch movies out there. I'm still looking for a really good one, but no, there's some good ones. But I can watch that, and then I can watch Prime Evils, and then we can bring back the Yeti Sasquatch feud again. It might not ever die. I don't know. Jim saying get better, Hobbs. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. Lamonia off to work. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you. She's going to try to check into everyone else's stream, but she is going to be on later tonight. Okay. Hobbs saying hi to everyone. Stay safe, Lamonia. Yes, don't melt out there. Tobin Bell. Why couldn't I remember Tobin Bell? Patrick says Spiral's pretty good. Okay. The one starring Corey Feldman was so odd. A Full Moon, Jennifer? Is that a Full Moon movie? I picked the third Lost movie, Return of the Frogs. Ooh. Yeah. I'm back. And what did I miss? Start over, please. Yeah. Trancers is awesome. Yeah, I like it. Tim Thomerson is good. Somebody was just on a podcast telling a story about how apparently he got mad that Robin Williams stole a joke and walked into a comedy club and punched him. I don't know if that's true or not, and they weren't 100% sure if that was true or not. It was Bill Maher. He was talking about that, but yeah, Thomerson was good. I bet Jim likes this one. And Kenny and Patrick. Uncommon Valor with Gene Hackman. What a cast in that one. Just one bag this time. Okay. Nice to meet you, and some familiar faces for coming. No problem, Hobbs. Of course, once again, we've got the Supportakular. We'll continue on Steven's channel, Horror Freak 85. Hope you're doing well, Hobbs. Jennifer says, of course. What's up, Steven? Awesome. I can't keep up with you guys. Good to see the community today. Yeah, this is fun. This has been awesome. I was worried about not having enough to say, but that yeah. Yep. Yeti Squash beef is real. The Creeps. Feldman was in The Creeps. I have to check that out. Yeah. Uncommon Valor. Yep. Red Brown. Yeah, Patrick had that. The Captain America. Fred Ward, correct? I believe, right? Fred Ward. Come on. The Puppet Master with Corey Feldman. Oh, okay. I haven't gotten to that one yet. To be honest, I'm actually looking forward to that after Curse. Hi, sweetie. I'll be done in a minute. I like your hat. It's cute. You want to show everybody? Got this black hat on to go outside in the sun. I've never seen that before. Unlike me, who never. Hats off to Dan for kick-ass hour. No problem. It was okay. But I appreciate everyone coming out. I'm going to wind down now. Unlike me, who never knows when to shut up. No, Jim, but your videos are like boom, 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 nice and concise. Even when you have a lot to cover. Like when you started doing 2 years at a time, you were still, one after the other. But yeah, all right, everybody. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here in just a moment. Make sure you keep going. We got Horror Freak 85. We got Have Cheetah Will View. We got The Friendly Men. We got The Ice Lord later this afternoon. Tonight we got Lamonia Dismonia. And then we have other people. I'm sure you're going to see Bones in the chat. You're going to see Professor Macabro popping up. Hopefully we'll get a lot more people. Actually, when we made this, it turned out a lot of people did have other things going on today. I even reached out to a few other people, but they were just doing some traveling and stuff. So, but I think we managed to pull this off pretty well. So I'm going to head over to Steven's channel in just a second, and I appreciate you guys coming out. And I will see you again next time. Thanks a lot.